Hello, welcome back to another video on the channel where healing and spiritual growth are front and center. This video shout out goes to a Lucy Atkins. Thank you for your continued support. And I'm going to dive into this. Came across my feed and I thought, okay, you know what? This is a good one. I want to, another good one, okay? Because somebody asked if the narcissistic abusers, okay, if they are in denial about their trauma. And I said to myself, you know what? Yes, some of them. All right, see, remember, there's different flavors, okay, of these narcissistic abusers. All right, because what is it the enemy does not want us to do? That's right, he does not want us to put away those childish things as stated in 1 Corinthians 13:11. Okay, so the enemy does not want us to do that, so we do it anyway. All right, and then, but the narcs, okay, they are often, many of them are often in denial, okay, about their own trauma because of, yes, cognitive dissonance, that confusion. So you have the ones who like to hang on to it, for a pity party and attention. Right, there are those narcs. Those are the ones who will hang on to trauma and all of that for a woe me pity party, and attention. That's what they'll do. And I'm here to tell you, it's pretty noticeable. Right, I remember in one of the toxic workplaces. Okay, when we mention, okay, those of us who still mentor survivors, and then also, coach and consult them. And when we let it be known, okay, in a toxic workplace, then there's going to be a couple of, noticeable narcs who are going to start throwing at us their pity party, claiming that, whether or not it's what they say is true or not, who knows, okay? But we don't put a lot of stock in it. But they do. They'll come at us with their woe me pity party, and then they'll talk about it, and then some of them will muster up enough of that, enough of the, I guess you could call it, whatever emotion they have, and they will muster up those crocodile tears. Yeah, remember, they're trying to tug at the heartstring. Yeah, see, they're trying to tug at the heartstring. Because they think, because of what we do, they think that they're going to be able to win us over with that. No, because a truly trauma-informed practice, that's right. No, we don't do that, okay? Yes, we look at the bigger picture. We know there's no one-size-fits-all solution to every survivor's circumstance. We understand that, right? But we also are regulated. And so when we're regulated, we can spot when something's trying to tug at the heartstring a lot quicker. See? I'm giving y'all many reasons why the enemy does not want people to heal. Alright? That's it, bottom line. He does not want people to heal. He wants people to hang on to their trauma. Because hanging on to their trauma also keeps them clinging to childish things and clinging to the childhood, and then, in turn, living in the past. You see? Because when a narc hangs on, okay, yes, you have those who will deny it. Oh yeah, they'll deny that they've got any trauma. They will also, even though they know somewhere in the back of their own mind, okay, they know darn well that they experienced abuse, but they dismiss it. And so they will deny to themselves they have any trauma. Okay, because they don't want to deal with it. Right? They don't know how. All right? That's right. Then you have those who will hang on to it to use it for a pity party, right? And the ones who do that, they all narcs live in the past, obviously. But the ones who are clinging to their trauma for that attention and pity party, oh, they're really living in the past. In their childhood. And they're reliving that over and over again. One thing we learn about these narcissistic abusers, you all, is that they often will, they often will recreate a past chaotic or dramatic situation. They will recreate it. Yes, with a new target, they will. That's part of them living in the past. And it's what makes them feel normal. I know, it takes a while to wrap your head around that. But that's what those of us who have done case studies, I'm telling you, I've witnessed this. Oh my goodness, with several of them. Especially that psycho roommate and the ex-psycho roommate, okay? I mean, constantly recreating past chaos and drama, circumstances that would, kind of like, bring it back, make it happen again, but it's all in their own head. You see? It's all in their own mind. And so I remember standing there watching, and I was like, okay, this is intriguing. And then I read in a book, I forget the name of it, you all, forgive me, but I also, when I was doing the research and I was reading up on the additional attributes and characteristics of like psychopaths and stuff like that, and I remember coming across that, because them recreating a past chaos and dramatic event, chaotic and dramatic, thank you, alright, them doing that is very similar to how a psychopath will revisit the scene of the crime. To relive it in their own mind. That's how sick these narcs are, you all. Right? They will do that. It's part of them living in the past. It's, yes, we know it's twisted, but that's what they do. Because that's what they get off on. Okay, you all, that's what they want. And it's the suffering that they're after. They enjoy watching others suffer. Alright, that's narcissism for you. They enjoy watching other people suffer. And then, when we get fully healed, and we're on the healing path. Even when you're on the healing path, you're making your way to the other side of that rainbow. Right? And then those of us who are fully healed, and that we're not suffering like the narcissistic abuser wanted us to. So they get mad. Oh well, that's too bad. So just keep that in mind, you all, that you're going to have those, that the narcs that will deny that they've got any trauma. Because they don't want to face it. Because in order to face our traumas, we do have to face fears. We have to overcome that. We have to overcome a lot of things that the world tried to, put in there. The world tried to program us with. We have to overcome a ton of stuff. And that's not an overnight process. And what do narcissistic abusers want? Instant gratification. They have zero patience. Right? What they want, and they want it now. So they're going to deny their traumas because they don't want to deal with it. Because it does take time. And because it's not an instant gratification thing that's going to happen when you're healing from trauma. It's not going to just be, boom, wave a magic wand and it's gone. That is not how it works. And not only that, you got to do that self-reflection, right? A lot of narcissistic abusers, now part-time ones will do some self-reflecting, but not for very long. That came to my attention not long ago. I was like, got it, okay. But the full-blown ones, the Jezebels and stuff, they will not. They will deny their traumas because they don't want to do the inner work. Remember, they're lazy, okay? The narcs are very, 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 very lazy. That's because it takes a lot of determination, it takes dedication, and it takes, that resilience okay, and perseverance. Right? It takes that go-getter type attitude. It takes that to stay on God's healing path, to stay with it. Okay, it takes a lot. Okay, and not only that, you could even say that it does take a lot of energy also. And what is it that narcissistic abusers don't have? That's right, they don't have the ability to re-energize on their own like an empath can. Okay? That's another reason why the enemy, sends these flying monkey narcs across our path. Alright? Because, we've got the ability to naturally re-energize. This is why we can go through the healing process and overcome the traumas. Okay, this is why we can, because we've got that ability to re-energize, right? We work on it with the Godhead, and then it gets easier, and then it doesn't take as much of our energy going forward as we overcome more obstacles and realize triggers are external and that they don't belong to us, okay? And so when all of that starts to sink in and things like that, and we're like, okay, and then we meet fellow survivors that we can relate to. Oh, how refreshing is that, right? Okay. So all of that goes into it, but narcissistic abusers, they would rather deny their traumas than face them, right? And, same thing with the ones who want to hang on to it, okay, for a pity party and attention. They will also deny it, because they don't want to face it. They want to use it. Okay? They want to use it to garner up that pity party. They tug on people's heartstrings. And because remember, one of the classic things that narcissistic abusers like to do is to trick people into feeling sorry for them. That gives them an illusion of control over our emotions. That's why we learn not to feel sorry for them, because they made that choice. Okay? I know it takes a little while, y'all. So for those of you who are, overcoming that obstacle, keep going. Okay? Keep going. Because once we realized that we were turning over a holy thing, to the dogs, we were casting pearls before swine, we realized, we're not supposed to be doing that. And so we get with God, yes, and we let Jesus take our hand, yeah, and help us overcome that. Because we can't, because going around feeling sorry for them, that's wearing your heart on your sleeve. And so that's what these narcissistic abusers are looking for. Yes, they're looking for targets who are wearing their heart on their sleeves. And that's not literal, you all, it's spiritual. Okay? But they can sense it. I know it's an uncanny thing, but they can sense it. Because they know when their target doesn't have a mindset like theirs. They know. Alright, they can sense it, like I said, through that spiritual energy transfer. And so this is another reason why we learn to control that empathy, which is, again, the spiritual energy conduit. We learn to manage it and control it. That's right. And not turn, because all of that, like feeling sorry for them or whatever, all that's part of the empathy package. Okay, so yeah, we learn not to do that. We don't feel sorry for them anymore. But, just leave them there, turn them over to God, and keep on keeping on. All right, stay focused on the healing and the growing. There you go. And then you'll be just fine, okay? So keep going. Don't let the enemy trick you, okay, into feeling sorry for them when they try that pity party woe me thing. Right? Because real, true survivors and victims of narcissistic abuse don't go around doing that. No. Okay? Because narcissistic abusers do that. There's a big difference. Okay? Yes, but true blue survivors do not go around seeking a pity party. That's the last thing that we would ever want. Because we know that God's not going to stick around for that. Okay? All right, as always, if you all have any questions, you know where to reach me. For additional information, insight, and other good stuff, you can check out these videos right here. Sending love and light to all fellow warriors. Thank you for watching and for your support. Until next time, let's show some gratitude to the Heavenly Father, and you keep being you. In Jesus' name, amen.